Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, guys, I'm actually kind of excited because I have not reviewed this brand since I first started YouTube. In today's video, I'm gonna be reviewing the new Too Faced Too Femme collection. I have the blush, I have the lip balm, I have the eyeshadow palette. The only thing I don't have is the mascara, but I think I have one in my collection, but we'll go over all of the details of this entire thing. So if you guys wanna see what my thoughts are on this entire collection, what type of look I create, and is this actually worth your money? Well, then definitely keep watching. Okay, so the first time I reviewed Too Faced, you know what? Let me actually go to my YouTube channel because I swear the one I reviewed is like Life is a Party, Life is a Unicorn. You know that palette, Life is a Festival? Okay, let me just try. Let me see. Allie Dawson, Too Faced. Okay, wow. Oh, I reviewed two products from. I reviewed the, oh my gosh, it's playing. Oh, look how horrible that video is. It's so cringy. But I reviewed the Too Faced Life is a Festival palette, followed by the Too Faced Natural Eye eyeshadow palette. Those are the only two products I ever reviewed from Too Faced, and they were reviewed over 3 years ago. I have not, is this not crazy? It's like Inception. Like, look at this. Look how far I've come. Oh, look at that. I was such a baby then. That video, surprisingly enough, has over 1.1 thousand views, and the other one has 1.2 thousand views. Like, at that time, that was monumental for me because I literally only had like a couple hundred subscribers, if that. So the fact that I had that on there, like, such a baby face. That is so freaking cool. It's actually really sad because this past summer I did a huge declutter. And I actually decluttered those two palettes, and it was so hard for me to do, but we did. But I haven't reviewed the brand ever since. So when I saw this new collection launch inside Sephora, I was like, I have to have it. It is so beautiful. I actually showed this collection off last week when I did a massive Sephora haul, and I told you guys I was going to review it. Now I'm sitting here today, finally getting the job done. I know, I'm doing my job here. So we're gonna go over the entire collection. So first things first, we do have the Too Faced Too Femme eyeshadow palette. This is so tiny. First off, super tiny. Actually retails for $39. And this is how the eyeshadow palette looks, super cute. And when you open it, here we have the eyeshadows themselves. Now, I'm not gonna lie, these are actually quite small. Like the pan sizes are actually quite small, but it's a very beautiful, neutral, everyday palette, very soft, very romantic. This is perfect for the spring season. And it has like a soft floral scent to it. So very, very gorgeous. The only thing I don't like is just how small the pan sizes are. Now, I would swatch these shades, but let's be realistic here. These are such very, very light pastel colors that pastels really don't swatch very well. So there's really like no point in me swatching. And I'm sure there's so many more in-depth reviews of people's swatches. You guys know how I feel about swatches. I'm just not the biggest fan. But here we have the eyeshadow palette. It looks like it has like a eyeshadow base and like a contour, or just those are just some matte shades that are just in unique stuff. But on the website, it does say it's a limited edition. So it is limited edition. It says, you know, you can never be too femme. Embrace your fierce femininity. I always say that word weirdly. And create looks that are limitless as your imagination with Too Faced ethereal. Oh shit, ethereal. Oh, damn it. That word throws me off. You know, the Too Faced Too Femme eyeshadow palette. From soft and dreamy shimmers as delicate as a butterfly wing to stand out, next generation mattes, you can create your own beautiful metamorphosis each time you use it. Shades are blendable, offer even coverage, lay down one stroke intensity, and cause minimal dusting. So we're definitely gonna put that to the test today. And then they also launched the Too Femme blush right here. And this blush actually retails for $30. Really, really expensive for one single blush. I typically would never spend like this much on a blush like ever, just because it's way too expensive. Like this is like an eyeshadow, this is like a blush palette. Like the Laura Lee Blush Aesthetics palette is $28 and you get 8 blushes in there. So this is really expensive for what it is. But here you have the blush right here. Again, it is very, very, very beautiful. And when I did swatch in the video, it swatched beautifully. Like it's very light, peachy sort of. It looks like it's almost like an ombre. And it also says, the creamy texture of the Too Faced blend transforms into ultra thin featherweight powder that blends effortlessly for buildable color to make a statement that's totally too femme. So here we have the blush right here. The next thing in the collection is the two Femme. This is the Heartcore lipstick. Now there are 6 shades in this line. They do retail for $23 a piece. I picked out the shade Never Grow Up because I thought it was like the prettiest one, and it's supposed to be like strawberry scented. So here is how the blush or the lipstick looks. You take it and it's like a blush balm. So it's gonna look like this right here. Definitely has like a really sweet artificial like strawberry scent to it. It actually smells pretty good. I'm gonna try my hardest not to eat it. Can't guarantee that I won't. And then next, they also relaunched their Better Than Sex Volumizing Mascara. Now, I did not pick up this mascara because it's a very, very, very chunky wand. And I don't like chunky wands. I like very thin wands. I just feel like the chunkier, the more messier it gets. Like it just tends to get on my eyeshadow. Then it's just hard to deal with. And I'm just not a fan of the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. So many people loved it so much. I'm just like, why? I never thought it was great. I wonder if I still have some. No, I didn't. No, I did not. I definitely decluttered that because that's one I definitely wouldn't keep. And they also launched the Too Faced Shadow Insurance 24-hour eyeshadow primer, which retails for $24, and the Better Than Sex is about $27. So that is the entire new spring collection they just launched, and I'm excited to kind of dive in, play around with these, and see what my thoughts are, and kind of give Too Faced another chance. Because like I said, I haven't reviewed them in over 3 years. I haven't bought any any Too Faced products in so long. I think the last one I bought was like the cinnamon palette that you find at TJ Maxx. Like I bought some more stuff from TJ Maxx, but never done like a full dedicated review on them in over 3 years. Now I'm going to tell you guys, don't go back and watch those videos. Those videos are so cringy. I cringe at all my old videos. Like, oh, they're so horrible. I do miss like how young and youthful I used to look. Oh, to be 28 again. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys in, and we're just gonna get this review started. All right, guys, so this is how the eyeshadow palette looks like up close. I'm gonna go ahead and start with this eyeshadow right here. I think this is called Soft Landing. Very, very small eyeshadow palette, but we're gonna go ahead and take it. We're gonna start putting this in the inner corner, and then we're gonna work our way outwards. It definitely has some kick up in the pan, even though it says it has a little dusting. Okay, guys, so I'm going to kind of talk something that I've never really talked about here on my channel, just because I really, wow, that has like no pigment. I really want to talk about, wow, that is very light. Okay, I need like a packer brush. All right, let's try my E35 brush. Okay, so I kind of want to talk about something that I never really talked about on my channel, but I have like no one else to talk to about this. My husband's like tired of me talking to him about it because he doesn't really care. But the whole like Britney Spears, Jamie Lynn drama, guys. Okay, so I have obviously been a huge Britney fan. I mean, remember when Baby One More Time came out in like 97? I think I was like in 2nd or 3rd grade, and I'll never forget this. For Easter, my mom actually got me the Britney Spears Baby One More Time album, and that was when you used to have to order albums like on the phone. Do you guys remember that? Do you guys remember not really, you could go pick it up in stores, but a lot of times you had to like call the number to order the album. She did that for me for Easter because she knew how much I wanted the Britney Spears album, and I fell in love with Britney Spears. I have been a huge fan ever since, and I've always wanted to see Britney in concert, but it just never really worked out. This literally has like no freaking pigment. What the heck? No. So this sucks. I know it's really supposed to, I mean, if it would help if I had like a color base to lay down with it, but I really don't, unfortunately. Not like a pastel one, so shit. Anyway, I know I could lay down a white base, but I really just want to try out the shadow for what it is. We're just gonna really just kind of pack it on. But I have been like, I've always wanted to see her in concert. So when I knew that she was doing the Los Angeles stint, I really wanted to go visit her. I just never really had a chance to go do so. So now that she finally ended her conservatorship, I'm really excited for her. But this whole drama between her and Jamie Lynn, like, I'm sorry, and this might cause some controversy, I'm not on Jamie Lynn's side at all. And now I'm not saying that Jamie Lynn didn't have her own experiences and didn't have her own situation didn't have her own shit that happened to her. I'm very sure she had her own set of problems. But the fact that she's using her sister's name to sell the book, to degrade Britney, to take away from Britney's own experience, guys, I am at a loss of words. And the drama that's unfolding to them right now is just insane. I just could not imagine fighting with my sister like that, like for the whole world to see, especially knowing that like everybody is like on the Free Britney movement. Girl, now it's not the time. I'm gonna go into this pink shade right next to it. This looks like it's the shade Hear Me Roar. That's right. See, Britney? Hear Britney Roar. That's really pretty. But I know I know that her book launches, I think today, actually. Her book launches today. And I don't know, I just feel like right now is just not the time. I feel like if she really wanted to tell her own story, she should have done so without throwing Britney's name like under the bus. That's just like my own personal opinion, you know? And I don't know, guys. I just feel like the whole situation is just so dirty and so messy. And there's like so many different like videos out there about the situation right now that I actually am currently like obsessed with. Like the Call Me Daddy like podcast, like they do like an interview with they do an interview with Jamie Lynn, and supposedly she has like these text messages that prove her story. And I typically am not one to be all about the drama, but this one situation that I'm kind of like all for, because I love Britney. And so it's just very, very, very interesting. I'm not going to get Jamie Lynn's book because I just don't care for Jamie Lynn at all. But I definitely will watch the videos, because I'm sure some people out there actually like do deep dives. Like there's this guy named like Sloan here on YouTube who really, really has been diving into the drama of it. And apparently Britney her team filed like a lawsuit against Jamie Lynn to be like, you're doing defamation of character. Like I guess someone counted, I guess they bought her book and someone counted that she used Britney's names like 160 something times, or like 190, I think it was 190 something times. Used the term sister like over like 200 times, and it's only like a 200 something page book. Guys, this shit's about to get real. I just wish that Britney would come out with her own tell-all book, or like her own tell-all like interview where she sits down and she like really really tells her experience. Because apparently she said that she was locked away at this institution for 4 months, and she hasn't talked about what she had to endure, which kind of sounds like the whole like Paris Hilton thing, when Paris Hilton had to go like this rehab place and they like abused her there. So that's what it kind of sounds like. Also, yeah, I don't know about this eyeshadow palette, guys. I'm gonna go into the shade Meant to Be right here, and I'll put that right next to that. I'm doing like sort of like a halo, but like a really weird halo eye look. I'm taking my finger and I'm gonna put that right next to that pink. But I just am just so like fascinated by the drama that's going on. And typically I'm not really into drama. Like I don't really care for like influencer drama, but when it comes like celebrity drama, I'm like, ooh. There's a radio station that is on 106.7, and it's like, I'm a celebrity, la da da. Everybody wants to be celebrity trash, celebrity trash. Like that's what they talk about, like their celebrity gossip, and that's like the intro for it. And I sing it every time I hear it. Oh, like that's really pretty. Mixing these two are actually really, really pretty. I just don't know how this eyeshadow look is going to come out. These are very, very light. Now, I kind of expected that because pastel, hello. But I don't know. I just guess I was expecting more pigmentation. This is very, very, very light in pigment. And the glitter and the shimmers are just a little chunky. And they definitely have a lot of fallout on the lashes. So that's something to definitely take note. A very beautiful shade, but chunky. Then we're going to go in that blue shade right next to that, which is going to be called Make It Rain. So anyway, needless to say, I'm very, very fascinated by the drama that's occurring right now. I do feel bad for Britney, though. I feel like Britney's had so many people speak for her. I think it's time that she finally gets a voice and speaks for herself. You know, she deserves it after 13 years. Like, could you imagine working for 13 years and making money for your entire family? Apparently, Jamie Lynn, who was one of the trustees of like Britney Spears' money, made $6 million off of Britney's conservatorship. Like, I guess one of her attorneys came out and said she makes $6 million. So she said she never took a dime from Britney's money at all. I definitely find that hard to believe, but that's more and more I find it definitely hard to believe, but more and more documents are coming out kind of like showing the truth. But could you just really imagine, though, for 13 years being told what you can and cannot do, being threatened that you can't see your kids, and paying for your family for the last 6 years and not having any say so in your life and your money and your body, your birth control, like nothing. Like the hell that Britney went through, I really feel like Britney should file a lawsuit against her family, and maybe even against the state of California for allowing it to go on for as long as it did. Because she really has something on her hands. Maybe she is working for something we just don't know about. But I just am very, very, not like fascinated, but like almost like fascinated by the whole situation, you know? Okay, so here is the eyeshadow look right here. It's very, very soft. It's kind of giving me like Trident gum or Trident toothpaste vibes. It really is, but It's really pretty. It is pretty. It's very soft. The shimmers are very subtle. They do have some pigment to them, but they also do have a lot of fallout. You guys can see right here on my face. I definitely have some fallout right here. The shimmers blend out very, very nicely. They definitely are very blendable, but I don't really say they're really pigmented. Like it says it was like a one swipe pigmentation. I definitely do not feel that's the case. Granted, I am using the lighter shades. I'm pretty sure if I use like a white base or use a color base underneath it or glitter glue, I probably would have gotten more pigmentation out of it, but I really wanted to try the shadows for what they were. I also know that I also know that pastels are really, really hard to work with. They're very, very light. They're not meant to be these super ultra pigmented colors. So you do kind of have to work with what you have. And I will say they do blend out really, really nicely. So this is very, very soft, easy look. Something that you could wear something you could go out wearing. I mean, granted, this is a multicolor look. You don't want to walk out like this, but I wanted to try something like this. I thought it would be really pretty to kind of mix the two shades together, very different. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye off camera, and then we're gonna come back and do the blush and the lips together. So I'll be right back, guys. Okay, guys, so now that the face is on and the eyes are somewhat done, I will definitely say I'm really having some trouble with this eyeshadow, especially this shade right here. I'm really having to dig into it to get it to have some sort of pigment. I feel like I shouldn't work this hard to get a shimmer to work at least, so we're definitely having some struggles. So to finish the look, we're gonna go into this purple shade right here, which seems to be the shade Crystallis Crush, because I really wanted to do like a light look, and I really do like mattes that are glittery. I don't know why I really do like those. At least I like the ones that ColourPop comes up with. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this, and we are just going to lightly buff this underneath my eye. I think this is more of a shimmer than it is a matte, because I'm digging my brush in here. And it's not really giving me any color. Okay, what if I take a little bit of this shade right here to kind of deepen it up? I think this is called Think Pink right here. Maybe if I could take that to deepen it up just a tad, maybe that might help. Somewhat. Let's try that shade first on this eye, see if that makes a difference. Lay this down first. Like, look, ready? Trying to get something. Oh, there are definitely two different colors, damn it. And also, do you guys see all over my face? There's a lot of fallout from that shimmer. Damn, I really wanted to like this palette. I don't know if I'm going to. Okay, so to do the blush, we're gonna quickly dive into here. I will have all my base makeup listed down below for you guys. I'm loving the NARS Light Reflecting Skin. So freaking pretty. So let's take this and oh, this has some glitter in that. It's a very soft blush though. Like, I definitely wouldn't need to put on highlighter with this at all because it already is doing it for me, since it definitely has that lumosity to it. It definitely is a deeper blush than what I originally intended. Like, I like very like light peachy blushes, and this is more like an ombre blush that kind of melts into the skin. And it's also very, very luminous. So let me go ahead and throw on my mascara, finish off the eyes. We'll come back and do the lips together, and then I'll give you guys my final thoughts on this collection. Okay, so now that the eyes are done, I'm gonna quickly go in with my Jaclyn. This is the Bourbon Liner. We're gonna quickly line the lips. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and go in with the Never Grow Up. This is like the lip balm / lipstick with a cute little heart right there. It's actually very comfortable. All right, let me go ahead and zoom you guys out. Okay guys, so this is the final look. So what are my thoughts on the new Too Faced 2 Femme collection? Well, this eyeshadow palette does retail for $39, and this is a limited edition eyeshadow palette. So I think once it's gone, it's gone. I will say the outside packaging is super cute. I think it's really perfect in time for the spring season. I think it really does hit like the aesthetics of it. On the inside, you do have some really beautiful spring shades right here. Like, these are perfect everyday shades. You can wear them to do pops of color, to do neutral eye looks, to do soft romantic looks for this palette. It smells like wonderful. It smells like very floral-y, like a flower. It smells like floral. I don't think florally is a word, but it does smell really good. However, I hate the pan sizes. The pan sizes are really small, and yes, I feel like the eyeshadow palette is pretty. I just feel like it took a lot to get it to work. Like, I struggled to get the mattes to have any sort of pigmentation to them. There was definitely kick up in the pan, which is not a bad thing to have kick up in the pan, but this said minimal dusting. I had dusting. And then the shimmers, I struggled to get the shimmers to have any sort of pigmentation. Like I really did struggle with it. Like it's beautiful. You could definitely see it in the eye right there. It is beautiful, but I really, really had to pack it in and I really had to dig into the shimmers. Yes, you can see it on the face. It is very soft. It is, what is that? It is very soft. It is really pretty, but definitely not worth $39. Like this palette, I definitely struggled to get it to work. It was not nearly as pigmented as it claims to be. So it is very beautiful. I'm not mad that I have it, but it's definitely not my favorite palette at all. And if I were to definitely tell you guys, I would say save your money. I don't think this palette's worth $39. I think that if this was worth, I think this palette was like $25, I would say, yeah, you know, it's really not that bad. But the fact that I paid pretty much $40 for this palette and had so much struggle, especially with some of the 2 matte shades right here, then it just definitely isn't worth it in my book. I think there's so many other pretty palettes out there that have pastel colors to it that work so much better than what this does. So definitely a miss for me. Definitely not worth the price point and definitely not something I definitely recommend getting. I like it. I like the look I came up with, but save your coin. Now, when it comes to the blush is very soft. It's a very soft blush. It's not overpowering. I don't want a blush that's too bam in your face. I want something that's actually very soft, very blendable. And it does have that effect to it. It is very soft. The only thing I don't like about it is it does have like some microfine glitter to it. So it's almost like a glittery blush. I don't like glittery brushes. I don't like glittery blushes because I'm so oily myself that I don't need to have anything to accentuate it. And then it makes me not want to put on a highlighter or like a luminous powder to make some sort of highlight because of how luminous this is. Now, while I will say this is a beautiful, beautiful blush, it definitely has more of a deeper undertone than what I expected. I like more peachy. This has more of like an ombre look to it with like some gold, like some rose gold and some gold reflex to it. So definitely not a bad blush, just not worth $30. I'd save your money on that too. Now, when it comes to the lipstick, I actually do like the lipstick. It's very, very soft. It's very sweet smelling. It smells like strawberries. It's very hydrating, and it feels like I put on a lip balm over a lipstick, which is something I really appreciate. I do like how soft the color is. I feel like this is a beautiful everyday wear sort of lip balm, sort of lipstick. I do feel like this is definitely going to transfer whether you're wearing a mask or you're drinking a drink or you kiss somebody, whatever, or you eat food. This is definitely going to rub off, but I feel like it's such an easy thing to reapply. I love how it smells. I love how soft it glided on. It's very, very easy to work with, and I really do enjoy the color that I picked. So I think this is the only product that I absolutely would recommend out of the collection that I got. So overall, I think that out of the 3 items that I reviewed, only the lipstick is a hit. Everything else, I feel like you can definitely pass on unless you're a big Too Faced fan, unless you were a big collector and you want to have this because it is limited edition. Then maybe I recommend getting it. Otherwise, if you're not otherwise you're not a Too Faced fan or you're not a big collector, then definitely pass on this collection. I think you guys can find better items for the same price point and better quality in my personal opinion. So definitely not worth it. And it kind of sucks because this is my first time viewing Too Faced in over 3 years, and I really was hoping to have some like, oh my god, this is so amazing, and I'm just kind of like, save your money. Save your money. So yeah, guys, that is it for today's video, guys. I know you guys are gonna tell me I should go ahead and return this. I'm not going to. I know me, I'm not gonna return it just because I do like having it, the hoarder collector in me, and maybe I'll try to get some things to work because I do like that blue shade right there. I think that blue shade's really pretty, but I know myself. But yeah, guys, that is it for today's video, guys. Hopefully you guys like this video. If you do, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, because I do post 4 to 5 videos a week. Make sure you guys head over to my other channel because I'm finally posting weekly vlogs on our Florida life. If you guys have not seen, I just posted the first video of 2022 live on our Florida live channel where me and Corey went to Universal Studios and then we went and did less seasoning episodes. You guys, that video is live right now. I'll link it down below. Please go check it out. Go show that channel some love. I'd really appreciate it. And I also just want to say a huge thank you to all these beautiful, wonderful Patreon members that you guys see right here. Thank you guys so much for everything. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribe, you guys did not subscribe. Either way, just thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, guys, I love you, and I'll see you guys in the very next video. Bye. It wasn't as pigment. I definitely struggled to get it to work. It was, I swear. And they're so inconsistent. They've been coming on random days. It's like they just like to hang out right there. It's actually it's, I think I'm gonna mix, okay, so it's, we're gonna talk about this entire, all right guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys in. Hey guys, what's up? The next in collection is let me just smooth that out. You know what I get so frustrated about? It's that the lawn people just like literally sit outside the window and like they talk and they're just like blowing the leaves in just like a straight line. They're not actually trying to blow it anywhere. It's just like back and forth. They're battling back and forth. And they're always doing it outside this window. It drives me crazy. Phase 2 Femme collection. I'll wait. Oh, now you want to stop? Definitely not a bad blush. Definitely not a bad blush.